All clears through and they're off in the first. The 5 runners came away pretty well. And My Grenadier's looking for the front in the early part here from Pampas Bull on his outside and Kings Creek down on the fence, and they get away about 4 lengths already on Umagowa, and back last of all is Bold Bard. So the favourite leads in the early stages down the back, and he's doing it at a comfortable gallop, about 1.25 lengths clear. Pampas Bull is second on the outside, followed by Kings Creek down on the fence, and 2 lengths to Bold Bard at the 1200, and he's gone up past Umagowa. And it's My Grenadier just strolling along down the back. He's left alone in front, 1.5 lengths clear. Pampas Bull is second. On the rails in third is Kings Creek, and then Bold Bard, who's 3/4 away, and 2 lengths to Umagowa. At the 900 metres, and My Grenadier doing it within his own leisure. He pricks his ears as he came off the back, 1.25 lengths. His main danger, Pampas Bull, is right behind him, just closes the gap a little as they prepare to run down the hill. 2 lengths Kings Creek on the inside of Bold Bard, and 2.5 to Umagowa last of all. They're nearing the 600 metres. My Grenadier about 1/2 length in front of Pampas Bull, and 2 lengths back Bold Bard on the outside of Kings Creek, and 3 Umagowa niggled at as they near the corner. 450 metres to go. My Grenadier on the inside. Pampas Bull now revved up, and Bold Bard hooked out 3 wide, and Kings Creek gets up behind them inside the 400. Still got to get the fave, My Grenadier. He's going for home, more than 2 lengths in front here. Running on is Bold Bard on the outside, and Kings Creek is now closing on the leader. My Grenadier at the 200. He's got a fight on his hands here because Kings Creek has claimed him quickly and has taken him and gone to the front. Kings Creek drew 1.5 lengths in front of My Grenadier. First favourite goes down as Kings Creek wins it well. Kings Creek from My Grenadier and Bold Bard third, then Umagowa and Pampas Bull, after sitting on the pace, dropped out and ran it clear last. Number 3, Kings Creek, the winner, ridden by Matthew Gatt. He's very close to outriding his claim. He's only got 1 to go. Come out. All in, set to go. Dapper Zap on the inside. 6 running. Start directly opposite the post. Dapper Zap on the inside. Little bit of movement there. All clears through now. They're off. Dapper Zap missed the start down on the inside, and Mountain Symbol was the first to ping out and led in the early part, a couple of lengths clear. Dapper Zap recovering through on the inside of Colonnade, and 2 lengths back is Confederate Kid, followed by Hungover, and Courage and Power is last. Well, Dapper Zap, after missing the start at the 1,000, had taken over the running. 1.5 lengths clear to Mountain Symbol, 3 lengths to Colonnade, 1 length further back is Confederate Kid. There's good pace in this, so it should suit him. 2 lengths to Hungover, and 1.5 lengths last is Courage and Power. Dapper Zap at the 800 leads by more than 2. Mountain Symbol is second. 2 lengths away is Confederate Kid, going through on the inside from Colonnade, 1 Hungover, and 2 Courage and Power. He's come away from the rails on the favourite running down the hill, and at the 600, Dapper Zap about 2 lengths to Mountain Symbol, and Confederate Kid is moving up on the outside. He's been forced to go 3 wide there as Mountain Symbol came out underneath him. Hungover is following the favourite home in the dark blue as they corner, where it's Confederate Kid racing up with Mountain Symbol. Dapper Zap on the rail. Hungover's pulled to the outside and running on fairly well. Confederate Kid at the 200 leads from Hungover on the outside, who's still grinding home well. Confederate Kid is under pressure. Dapper Zap is kicking back on the inside. Confederate Kid just has the nose in front. Dapper Zap's kicking back, and then Hungover. Dapper Zap, this has been a run. Headed, kicked again and won. Dapper Zap beat Confederate Kid and Hungover. Colonnade fourth, and then Mountain Symbol and Courage and Power trailed them all the way. Gee, that was a big win. He missed the start, he hustled through, he took the lead, he got headed, and he's come again to win. Number 6, Dapper Zap taking out the second. Tortrice had moved up outside the 7 runners, and they're set to run. Off, and Kingston Way down on the inside began quickly. Western Outlaw got away well. Our grades jumped reasonably, and he's easing over their heels and getting across to the rail as they went by the 400 the first time now, and it's Kingston Way down on the inside. Western Outlaw is 3 deep, and Lucky Striker in the centre. These are the 3 out in front of Krasny lying 4th. Over on the outside, Sworn to Secrecy, and then Tortrice, and Our Grades is last as they went by the 200 in the first circuit, and it's Kingston Way setting the tempo here. The top weight and favourite, he's nearly a length in front. Western Outlaw is second. 3 lengths away third, Lucky Striker. Another 3 1/4 back to Krasny. Sworn to Secrecy is a neck away on the outside, 2 to Tortrice. And Our Grades is a 1.5 lengths away in last place, about 1,700 to go. And they turn out of the straight, and it's Kingston Way taking them into the back straight, about 1.5 lengths clear. In second placing on the outside is Western Outlaw. Lucky Striker a length away third. 2 lengths to Sworn to Secrecy, improving to 4th outside Krasny. And then Tortrice and Our Grades is last of all as they make their way way into the back now and near the 1400 metre mark. Kingston Way 2 lengths clear. Been no change for a while. You wouldn't expect one for some time yet. And Kingston Way made play 2 lengths to Western Outlaw, 2 lengths to Lucky Striker. A length and a quarter away Sworn to Secrecy, 1 Krasny, 1 to Tourtrice, and 1 last of all is Our Grades. As they make their way down the back, and they're by the 1200 metres now, and Neville Wilson rating Kingston Way in front, a little over a length clear. One of his big dangers, Western Outlaw, is second, and 2 lengths in third placing is Lucky Striker from Sworn to Secrecy. Then Tourtrice, who's moved up on the outside of Krasny, who's now next to last, and Our Grades is last of all and about to make his move forward. They're about to make the run off the back straight. Kingston Way controlling the race a length clear. Western Outlaw's second. Tourtrice had moved up third on the outside of Lucky Striker. Sworn to Secrecy, and now Our Grades has got only Krasny behind him. They're running down the hill, and Kingston Way has been untroubled in front. Now there's a little bit of pressure because Western Outlaw clicked up and got within a neck of him coming towards the home turn. 2 lengths away Tourtrice, and Our Grades has got to fourth from Lucky Striker. Sworn to Secrecy now second last, and Krasny is last as they swing the corner, where Kingston Way at the 400 now asks for the big run. On his outside, Western Outlaw looked to be going pretty well, and he's moved up and claimed the toppy. He's dashed to the front now, Western Outlaw. Can he stay the trip? He got a half length in front of Kingston Way, and about 4 lengths back in the field then Tourtrice and Lucky Striker battling along, but this is dashed away now, Western Outlaw from Kingston Way, who can't rally, and Western Outlaw takes it out well, beating Kingston Way a length and a half. Lucky Striker held third from Sworn to Secrecy, Our Grades, Krasny and Tourtrice last of all. Number 3, the winner, Western Outlaw, ridden by Peter Mertens. Number 3, Western Outlaw, Pete Mertens. Just about right to go. Off they go. Majestic Wish near the outside began well, and so did Land of Dreams and Mondo Rock. Classy Miss was away well. Cash Crop just off them, and Rosa Tara showing plenty of pace down on the inside to lead in the early stages. Look Honey's got a fair way back, and so is Dana Rich, one of the last on the rail. As they go to the 600 metres and they're across the track here, Rosa Tara on the inside. Classy Miss is outside it, followed by Land of Dreams about 3 wide, and Majestic Wish is very wide. Cash Crop is just behind them in 5th placing as they corner from Dana Rich, and then Mondo Rock. Well back as Look Honey on the outside, and Citaceous, one of the last, getting through on the inside of it at the 350. Rosa Tar and Classy Miss are leading here from Cash Crop, who's looking for a run between them, and they're followed then by Majestic Wish coming down the outside, and Dana Rich is getting into the clear at the 200 now, and here it's Classy Miss with coming at it on the inside, Cash Crop, Classy Miss and Cash Crop getting up on the inside, and Classy Miss, Cash Crop I think knows Classy Miss. A length and a half away third, Dana Rich, closely followed by Citaceous out wide, then Majestic Wish. Back behind those to finish in the race was Mondo Rock and Land of Dreams, which weakened. So did Rosa Tar, and Look Honey never came into it, was one of the last to go over the line. Judge calls for a photo here. Not much between these two. Cash Crop got the run on the inside of Majestic. All in, set to go. Biggest field of the day, most open. All clears coming through now. They're set 1300. Off they go. Storm Eagle out reasonably on the inside. Captain Clipper was first to bounce out. Eurodancer jumped well today. He's up there with Fabish going forward. Fabish led narrowly from Eurodancer. Don't Say Goodbye improving to third. Rapid Action deeper out. Captain Clipper just off them down on the inside, a length and a half away to Skilling, followed then by Kelvin on the outside, and Storm Eagle the fence, 2 lengths to Drinking over on the inside of Jolly Tip, a length and a half Caveside Cannibal, followed by Awesome Rule, Bearskin, Rio Del Mar and Cool Prince last off the back. As they went down the hill, and Eurodancer went to the lead, a length and a half to Fabish. Rapid Action on the inside, Captain Clipper fourth, and they're followed by Don't Say Goodbye, 2 lengths to Skilling in the middle of a line of 3, Kelvin outside him, Storm Eagle the rail, a further 2 lengths to Drinking, Jolly Tip, Caveside Cannibal, Rio Del Mar, well back as Bearskin, Awesome Rule and Cool Prince's last as they wheel into the straight, where Eurodancer at the 400 leads 2 to Fabish. Captain Clipper going for a run on the inside, wider out Rapid Action, and Skilling starting to come home well, followed by Drinking at the 200. Eurodancer tackled by Captain Clipper. Skilling is coming home fast on the outside at the 200 now. It's Skilling racing up to Captain Clipper, and Eurodancer in the centre, 100 out. Skilling is the leader. He's drawing a length and a half clear, and he's home, and Skilling goes on to win it by about a length and a quarter. A great photo for the miners, 3 of the minute. Don't Say Goodbye, Eurodancer and Captain Clipper on the rail, clear of Drinking, Rapid Action, and back behind those were Cool Prince, who made some ground in the straight from Awesome Rule, Caveside Cannibal, Jolly Tip, Kelvin, Storm Eagle, Bearskin, and well back with a weakening Fabish with Rio Del Mar. Skillingham has taken it out here, number 16, to pay $6.50 and $2.50. Treble here on Canby instead. Shamrock Jazz to come along, and Ledette over on the outside of them. So just Shamrock Jazz, and we'll have them right. About to go. An attendant about to climb out of the way. Saratoga Miss stood up nicely. Marimba the inside. And the attendant that led Shamrock Jazz in climbs out of the way. 1,000 metres off. She jumped well, Shamrock Jazz. Yaramis alongside her out reasonably. Deeper out, Ledette is showing some pace with Canby instead, and Saratoga Miss is dropping in behind them with Marimba on her inside. They've got a little over 200 now. And here it's Canby instead, deep out, a narrow leader. Ledette in the middle, and Shamrock Jazz held the rail. Ledette is just off them, deeper out, followed by Marimba on the inside of Saratoga Miss. The 6 runners coming up towards the turn with Canby instead out now by a length and a half. Shamrock Jazz on the inside of Yaramis cornering. Then Ledette on their outside from Saratoga Miss and Marimba. At the 400 metres, Canby instead shot about 3 lengths in front, but Yaramis is coming after her now. And then Shamrock Jazz under the whip in the centre. At the 200 metres, and Yaramis is after Canby instead. Canby instead, the narrow leader. Yaramis is coming home the better, and then Shamrock Jazz. Yaramis on the outside. Canby instead's giving it a fight. Canby instead the inside. Yaramis, they're driving to the line, heads up and down. Canby instead. Canby instead has given Mertens a treble, beating Yaramis and Shamrock Jazz about 3 lengths away third. Then came Saratoga Miss, followed by Ledette, and Marimba was last to greet the judge. Canby instead showing great fight on the inside. Ridden by Peter Mertens, has kicked to win this. Judge calls for the photo, 56.9. So they're set to run. All in now. Light flashing away, 1500 race 7. Line's pretty good. Starter holding them at the moment. They're all in and they're off and racing. And Lord of the Pines began well over near the outside. Fra Diavolo out quickly with Prospero. Bold Front not far off and going forward as they settle into stride now. Hobart's drifting well back in the field, and he settles second last. Fra Diavolo leads. Bold Front is 3/4 away second. Lord of the Pines third, and Prospero the rail. A length and a half to Violent Storm, getting his head up and over racing early. One behind him, Hobart on the inside, and then Dualdum Gem, and Prince of Pyrrha's last peels out wide to go forward. As they went to the 1,000 metres now, and the leader Fra Diavolo out by a length to Bold Front. Prospero is running third on the rails, and Lord of the Pine has a beautiful trail. He's over on the outside fourth. Prince of Pyrrha's going forwards, been deep all the way so far, and then Violent Storm, Hobart on the inside, and 2 to Dualdum Gem. By the 800 down the side they race, and Fra Diavolo in front. Prince of Pyrrha's moved up quickly on the outside to quicken the tempo. Bold Front 2 lengths away third. 2 to Lord of the Pines. Prospero on the inside. 3 lengths further back is Violent Storm, and then Dualdum Gem and Hobart last as they wheel the corner. Fra Diavolo leads from Prince of Pyrrha. Bold Front comes out 3 wide. Lord of the Pines peels out 4 wide. Prospero just behind them, trying to get off the heels of the leader at the 300. Fra Diavolo still in front. From now, Bold Front, Lord of the Pines, and Prospero down on the inside at the 200 metre mark, and Fra Diavolo travelling okay. He's pulled the whip, pays 2 lengths in front of Prospero. Lord of the Pines not going on. Fra Diavolo's clear though, holds him at bay, and Fra Diavolo takes it out. Fra Diavolo by a length. Bobbing go for second. Prospero and Lord of the Pines nothing in it. Hobart came from last for fourth, and then Bold Front, Dualdum Gem, Violent Storm, and Prince of Pyrrha. Number 2, Fra Diavolo, ridden by Malcolm Pays. 1 ride for the day. Landing some good bets. They scratched him from Cranbourne the other day. And second up from a spell. He's been too good. Now, Heart of Egypt is ready, and Look and Ponder is coming up. So they're set for the last on the card here at Sandown. 1300. All clears through. Off they go. Babylard won the start. Military Maid the one that missed it about a length or so, and Austria's got back there too. Looking Ponder's headed off by Cider in as they settle into stride. Heart of Egypt getting up to third with Babylard, a length to Rona, followed by Western Dove. Military Maid getting up on the inside, and then Northern Habit another 2 lengths further back as they went past 1,000 to Winning Is Best. Austria and For Survival has dropped out to be last of all. Cider in makes the field run down to the 800, leading by a length and a half. Looking Ponder's second. Babylard the fence is third. Western Dove a half length away on the outside, a length further back Military Maid getting up on the inside of Heart of Egypt. Rona out 3 deep at that point, and 2 lengths Military Maid Austria. Winning Is Best is outside those two, and For Survival a length and a half away. Cider in the leader, 500 to go. He's going to corner in front of Look and Ponder. Babylard back on the inside third as they come round the turn from Western Dove, and then Rona to the outside as they corner. Next Heart of Egypt with Winning Is Best coming down the outside, and For Survival sweeping down the extreme outside from last. But Cider in races to the 200. She's still the leader. She's a 2 lengths in front of Rona. Down the outside, For Survival. Babylard is battling long strongly, but Cider in clear, 100 out, 2 lengths in front. For Survival is coming with a rush. Cider in with For Survival coming out of the hit the line. Close between Cider in and For Survival. Not sure whether she's lasted or not. One more bound and it was over. Babylard has got third. Then Heart of Egypt, Western Dove and Austria. Followed further back in the field. Then at the head of the others was Military Maid. Rona didn't go on. Then Northern Habit towards the end from Look and Ponder. And Winning Is Best has dropped out to finish last. Well, Cider in was well clear with 100 to go. For Survival's made a good deal of ground on her in the last little bit of the race. And the judge calls for the camera to decide it here. Cider in on the inside, For Survival making tremendous ground on the outside, and it's pretty close between the two on the line.
Windsong Dancer coming along. Now Sweet Mover will be the last of